What's up, YouTube? This is D, and I got a problem, so let's take a look. First, before I say anything, I want to say thank you for Rachel from New Life Spectrum for hitting me off with this shirt, y'all. Sporting a New Life Spectrum shirt. As we mentioned in our Reef Collective segment a couple of weeks ago, I am a fan of the New Life Spectrum food, and I got a few samples in here as well. So yeah, shout out to Rachel, and shout out to Cindy Coral Gal for forwarding it to me, because it went to her actually instead of coming to me. So shout out to Cindy. If you don't know about her channel, check it out. Coral Gal, she's also on Instagram. And Cindy, you got to tell me where you get these good stickers from, because the stickers are flashy. Check out the logo. Her joint is banging, so check out her channel. Yeah, I gotta hook myself up. But anyway, let's go take a look at the tanks, because I got a bit of an issue that's been coming back, and we all deal with it. It's algae, so let's take a look. Well, I got a problem with algae. All of us have the problem. We've all fought it. We've all dealt with it. This one area of rock where I removed all of the waving hand zinnia, all of that little area where the waving hand zinnia coral had been attached, it's broken out with hair algae now. It was red a couple of weeks back, and I treated that. I removed all of this, anything that looked like slime algae, and I treated it with my red slime remover. This has been around a long time. Ultralife makes it, and it is excellent for dealing with red slime. But now in this one area, I have this green hair algae, which is not even a slime or anything. It's really heavy. I've been manually removing it, and I'm treating it again, so I wanted to bring you along for the ride. I'm not going to show you a quick solution, because guess what? There is no quick solution other than I treat it with my red slime remover to make sure I don't get any cyano. And from the looks of the tank, I don't have any algae anywhere else. Even under here, I removed any detritus. I don't have sand in this tank, just rock rubble. And there's no gook under there, so I removed a couple of mushrooms. This whole thing was mushrooms. You couldn't even see into the tank. And as you can see here, they're very big. Very big. Here's my hand, and from in the tank you can see some of them are almost the width of my hand. So you tend to get these breakouts when you remove coral. It's kind of a toxic warfare, and since it's only limited to this one area, I have to attribute it to removing all of the waving hand zinnia, and whatever die-off was on that rock is definitely gave me a little nutrient spike, resulting in algae. But for the most part, there's no algae anywhere else. Look behind here, down here, the walls of the tank are clean. The walls of the tank over there are clean, other than not cleaning the glass, but just these rocks are covered in algae. So I'm gonna have to treat it. So that is the latest update of the tank. If you thought this was like a quick fix, how do I deal with algae? It's not really that. It's just how do you approach it. First of all, I've turned down any daylights that I had in my Ocean Revive. I've turned them down and increased the blues. I still have the same photo period, but I noticed that most of the algae utilize that white light, or the 10,000 K and lower spectrum of light. So you can address that by lowering the daylights in your LED. If you're using an LED, if you're using like an Ecotech or anything like that, you can turn down those 10,000 Ks and try to just focus on the 460s and the 440 nanometer spectrum lens LEDs in your fixture. But it's just so funny. So I thought I'd give you that update. And another update, you guys that were hating on my spin stream, it finally stopped. I have to take that apart and clean it. So I'll do that today and see if I can kick that in. But for the most part, it's been running for what, 3-4 years. So people that said, oh, I bought it and it didn't work, I don't know what to tell you. Mine's been working for 4 years. So for it to finally stop after 4 years, I'd say I got my $20 worth. And that is it. While I was treating the tank with the slime remover, I do dose 1 teaspoon. This is a little system, so I do like a half dose. It's probably like a spoonful per 15 gallons if I'm not mistaken. This is a 20-gallon system. The sound you're hearing is my top off cutting on, because I always turn the top off while I'm working with the tank. So when I'm putting my hands in the tank, it doesn't like trigger the top off. But anyway, you can see that little yellow haze from the red slime remover. Let me take it out the package. Some of you maybe never seen this, so let me try to do this with one hand. When we're filming these videos, we gotta be like what is those Greek mythological creatures with 4 arms? So let me see if I can get it out here. It comes with a little spoon. And of course it's gonna bust my balls because I'm trying to do it with one hand. This is the stuff, so it's yellow in nature, so it tends to yellow your water. And it doesn't make the algae disappear. It pretty much deprives it of whatever it's utilizing in the water, and it'll turn to a weaker form of algae. It really turns like a lighter yellow, and you can basically brush it off, or what I do, let me see my secret compartment if I can show you here. What I do is I use this little tool here, and I go in and I twirl it so it doesn't spin around in the water, and I remove it like that. I'll twirl it and then pop it off until it's all gone. And whatever I can't get with that, outside of removing the whole rock, which I may do anyway because I got way too many mushrooms in this tank, I'll just remove it with these. I go in, pop it off, and then I'll use a used old toothbrush to remove the rest, and that's what I'll do. So tune in for that. I'm going to be making some more videos because I'm updating this whole area here. I'm updating all of these tanks. Stay tuned if you want to see what I'm doing. I'm doing a new build. I'm working on some things, people. It's been a while, and I always got to stay busy, especially with the state of the world now. I'm not going to give power to that term again, but since we can't go out like we used to, spend that time to spend your energy into something positive in the house. If you got an aquarium, you can always work on that and keep your mind in a positive place. There's a lot of people dealing with a lot of issues out there. So if you're hard on your luck, if you're in a dark place, cheer up. Do something for somebody else. Try to keep yourself in positive spirits. Clean your tank, whatever it takes to keep yourself in a good place. So with that being said, I know I ventured off a little bit, but let me address this algae issue, people. So love, peace, and hair grease. This is D. I'm going to be out. Got to clean the tank.